Hey YouTube, this is Retta. This is gonna be like a part two. I did a reading on Harvey Weinstein back in October. I'm gonna link it to the playlist or something with this video. And at the time in October, I didn't see jail. I still don't feel he's gonna go to jail. But things have changed. The climate has changed since then. And there's a push. So maybe, energies is moving constant. Energies and consciousness is moving constant. So we're going to take a look now to see if he's going to go to jail. Also, I want to know where his issues come from in regards to women. And then I also want to focus on, is he going to snitch? Because the other cards I said that he's ticked that kind of everybody... They stole the company, from him when he wasn't paying attention, and he was pissed because, he was doing what everybody else was doing, and they all abandoned him, so he's upset. So I want to know if he's going to snitch and start talking about what other people are doing or other things he knows or whatever, or if he's going to keep his mouth shut to stay out of jail. So we're going to see. I want to see what his issues are in regards to with women. I want to know what's his issues. Where did they come from? He is the Empress energy, and sometimes for a man that Empress energy is hard for them to handle, especially in the a male dominated world. So they're constantly wanting to show their masculinity or whatever. Okay, let's see. Where does his issues with women stem from? Karma. So, to me, that's like karma. It's not necessarily karma of, like, what goes around, what comes around. I think it's his perception of relationships. I think it has to go back. Let me see if you can see it all the way to probably his parents. So, what he's seen, what he knew, whatever. Abandonment. He has issues with his parents. I think that he has abandonment issues. I don't know if his parents didn't really pay attention to him, or did his father leave at a young age, or whatever. But I think what stems from his relationship and how he treats women it has to do with the relationship between his father and his mother. It says karma, but I don't believe in karma like that for this card. I don't think it's talking about like, a past life or nothing. I'm thinking that, what goes around comes around. You are what you've witnessed. Basically, that's what I'm saying. So I think it has to do with his parents. And if you look at that abandonment issues, he's crying at the porch and there's his father. It's either that his father never really paid him any attention, or his mother didn't pay him attention and someone was just like, not paying them attention, or someone left the house. I'll pull one more card. Yeah, and this has a physical element. So his issues in regards to his childhood manifested into a physical element, so this is showing the back hurting, but I'm also thinking a physical element like, a disease process. So these issues caused his physical elements, like a disease process that he has, he became he had a physical need to do this to women. So a psychological and a physical element. So this all manifested into what he's doing now. Let me see. I'm going to get out some cards and then look a little further in it. So this has to do with his mommy and daddy issues. And this is how he, as an adult, it's manifested as an illness or a sickness in him. So let's look more. Okay, let's look at him, and then we're going to look at like so I want to look at how he feels in regards to his childhood and stuff like that. Okay, so what is where is he at with it? Look at this. It has to do with, I think this has to do with maybe his father. It has a lot of issues. I don't know if his father wasn't around or his father was a businessman and was never around. And it has a lot to do with father issues. You would think mommy issues, but because he's feminine, the feminine energy, has to do with father issues. So I don't know if his father was a boss, a businessman, or what, but that's where his issues are. And look at Nine of Pentacles in regards to his home. So, like he has, so everything that he knew, his foundations of what was brought up has caused this. So the past, the relationship with his father, what happened to his mother, has caused this. This was the stepping stone. This was the building block of his illness, his sickness, his element. I just like to, sometimes I like to understand people. He has, it's kind of like this is like anxiety, but no, it didn't cause him anxiety. Doing this to women and having this control brought him more peace. So this is like a card of anxiety and mental, like craziness. Yeah, he has a physical and a mental kind of illness that manifested, but instead of causing him anxiety or worrying that this is wrong, he was like completely fine with what he was doing. It didn't cause him any like regret or anything like that. It didn't keep him up at night or anything like that. Oh, I must have not been paying attention when I oh, they're all upside down. Okay, let's see. In his past, is he just, he felt, he went off, and whatever his mind went to, whatever he thought, he just went forward. He didn't really have, something came in his mind and he just went for it. This all goes back to his issues, the relationships that he's seen in his family. This all goes back to issues in regards to his family, and also his relationship with like other men, like the relationships that he's seen in regards to men. I think they weren't right. It kind of, with the Hermit comes with I think there was some isolations. It kind of had him, the Hermit goes with the Moon. So this is what he learned. This is the path he followed of the men that, he's seen in relationships in the past. And that's it. He had he was very disillusioned. He had a obscured illusion of things. Yeah, that was the foundation of who he was and his family. There was something like wrong with maybe abuse and sex in regards like in his house. Like he's seen a lot of probably like abuse. His mother may have been abused like sexually or whooped or beaten. Yeah, sexually and like physically, abused by his father. So this is what he stems from. That's why he's a little whack. Okay, so let's just see about this case now. So I just wanted to understand where he came from. He has, he has daddy issues. All right, so let's see. Is he going to go to jail? What is the outcome of this case? Is he going to go to jail in New York? I know he got arrested. What's going to go on with this case here in New York? What's going to go on with this case here in New York? What's going to go on with this case with Harvey Weinstein and here in New York? Okay, a foundation, hand in hand, a victory. So let's just see. A lot of stuff is going to come out. I still think, so it's a victory. What's going to go on with this case? There's going to be some wins, but I see it kind of mutual, like hands tied. They're going to actively go forward in regards to these sex allegations, and also like people's talks. People are going to talk about, but I also still see him. He's going to speak about the other wolves that are going on. Yeah, this is the messenger. I think he's going to snitch. He also might go hand in hand and make out a deal. He might make a deal with other people to kind of, to me, sometimes the Page of Wands is kind of like a messenger, sometimes speaking things out, hearing things like the gossip, whatever. of things in the past. Also, you know, remember how we were talking about his childhood and how things were kind of obscured when his childhood? I think that might come out. That might come out about his childhood and stuff. Maybe he'll talk about that if he does go to court or whatever. I see them actively. I'm looking for the Hierophant. It's the Tower. Things breaking apart. A lot of disillusionment. A lot of illusion, disillusionment, secrets coming out. These are kind of the same cards. Balancing, emotionally, making water into wine, basically, with the Temperance. This could be, it could be, he's actively defending himself. He's actively defending himself, but he's protected completely around. So this could mean some imprisonment, but it's usually standing, holding your ground, even though you're getting beat. I still, so far, don't see judgments, celebration, the Magician. He's going to war his way out. The people, I see the women that he's complained. People are going to get paid, balancing. He's going to pay a lot of people off. People walking away emotionally. There is going to be a woman that's going to come out and like really say things, but I don't think it's going to end. I think someone's going to get money. They're going to still talk about the lovers, the relationships. He's not stressed. He's not stressed. He's not stressed. The Queen, they're going to have his wife. It's going to be his wishes and dreams. There's the lawyers. They're trying. They're trying to, here's the card. So if I see this kind of imprisonment that, you know, this lawyer or this judge, oh shoot, you guys can't even see. So it's a lot. So if they do, he's going to pay off a lot of people, relationships. They're going to talk about his past, his parents. All that stuff is going to come out. He's going to pay off a lot of people. There is one woman that's going to be at the forefront that's going to speak. A lot of them he's going to pay off and so forth. The prosecutor and like the judge is going to try to come down on him and try to get him in jail. There may be a possibility in the long future, but things are going to change. A Queen of Wands, a woman, if he does go to jail, it'll be like not very long. If he does go to jail, it could be like 4 months or 4 years. Or he might get a time out, like house arrest for like 4 months or 4 years. I think that the wolves, you see the wolves are still here. So he's not really worried. I think that he has a lot of information. He's willing to make a deal with people to get out this information, to turn water into wine. You see that? He has a lot of information about other people on these wolves. He's already pissed off about these wolves. So these wolves are waiting to strike, but he's not worried because he has information on each of these wolves. So eventually, I think there's a woman that's going to be passionate about that. I think they're going to try. But he has so much information. I think eventually he's going to be okay. He's going to be fine. Yeah. He's going to go on a new journey. He might even, after this is over, he might go away, like, out of, like, the country, for a little while. Yeah. He's the emperor. I think he's going to be fine. He might have lost his business and stuff, but he still has a lot of money that he has. He still has a lot of money that he's hoarded onto. So he might even go out of the country for a little while. He's sad. He's looking at what he lost, but he still has things. He still has a lot of mental conflict, and he knows a lot of other people. And that's he knows a lot of people's secrets and demons. And that's what he's going to use to fight back. And that's the foundation of, you know, he hoarded a lot of information in regards to other people's secrets and stuff. And that's what's going to kind of secure him and kind of cover him. So do I think, I think they're going to passionately, I still didn't see like the Hierophant. Where is this Hierophant card? I didn't even see. I see it paying off a lot of people. I'm just trying to see where the Hierophant, it's not even coming out. So to me, it's like, I don't still see him going to jail. If he goes to jail, It's going to be like, I don't really see him going to jail. If he does go to jail, it's going to be a long process, and it won't be that long at all. Probably like 4 months or 4 months, or a possibility 4 months or 4 years. I don't see it happening. I see more maybe he has all this information that he's going to use in regards to other people and making a deal. Probably information about his childhood's going to come out. There's a woman that's actively, it's really two women, it's like a victim and then one that's actively after him. So it may be like maybe it could be like some women's right group or something like that. There's going to be a male guy who's trying to prosecute him, or the judge. He's going to do a lot of payouts. I think it might be just like he might get like some house arrest for a little while. I don't really see that he's going to turn water into wine. So I don't really see that. I think he's going to kind of snitch. And also the other people don't want their information out because he has a lot of information. So they're not going to want it out. So I think he's going to make a deal. All right, bye.